So Christoph, welcome to Media in Transition. What are the main changes that are happening in the web from Web 1.0 to Web 2.0?
Well, I'd say one of the biggest changes, if you want to really summarize it to a very short phrase, is the power to the user. I think Web 2.0 is all about the power to the user, whether it means personalizing your start page, which is what we do at PageFlakes, or if it means being able to consume all the media that you want to consume rather than the media which the big media players want you to consume, or whether that's to create and publish your own media, whether that's videos which you may want to publish on YouTube, or photos which you publish on Flickr, or your own blog, or all kinds of other stuff.
So the future of the web will be that the user can configure his own web page with all the information he needs, or at the moment I use Yahoo, for example. What is the main step that's going to happen now?
Yes, I definitely think that's the future for many users. Actually, it's already the present. In the past, Yahoo or AOL or Excite or whoever was your your non-personalized homepage or start page provided you with a pretty static page. It had a fixed column setup and some content which they chose for you, and which is also not very exciting for many users, because everyone gets the same, and the natural effect is that it can't be really relevant for you personally, because everyone is different, has different tastes, different interests, comes from different regions in the world, has a different profile. So what's new about PageFlakes and in contrast to what might be called old school or 1.0 portals, is that you can create your own personalized homepage. So you can configure it exactly the way you want. You can read the blogs you like most, the news sources you prefer. You can add photos, videos, you can add games, anything you want.
That sounds quite complicated. Do I have to know HTML or XML or any of these programming languages, or can everybody do it?
Yes, really everyone can do it. The result is quite amazing. So if you have a look at at pages created by users, they look pretty sophisticated. They can have different colors, different themes, and they look completely different. Basically, there are no two pages which really look alike. Every page is unique, and nevertheless, it doesn't require any programming language or HTML knowledge whatsoever. You create your page using a very simple configuration wizard. It takes just a couple of minutes or maybe even just seconds. You pick some interests, and our system then automatically detects your location and then creates a page based on your location and your interests. Then you can customize it further. You can say, for example, I want to add sports news, or I want to add my stock portfolio to my page, and maybe I don't want to use the default theme of the page because maybe you don't like blue, maybe you like yellow. But it doesn't require you to have any technical knowledge whatsoever. So currently, nevertheless, the site is still slightly geared towards early adopters, simply because those are the people who mainly use all the services like Flickr, Delicious, and YouTube, which provide when you use PageFlakes, you have special benefits on. But we're definitely seeing a big move now from the early adopter to mass adoption, and that's of course where things become really exciting.
What about businesses in the web? How can they use it? I mean, if I were a business, I would be afraid to put my profile for everybody or for all the web. There are possible data or information I would just like to share in a small group. Is that also possible?
Yes, it is. So for every page that you can create, you can determine exactly who can access it, who can view it, who can edit it. So the default setting, first of all, is private. So anything you put on your PageFlakes page by default is private. Only you can access it. And then you can, if you choose to, you can say, I want to invite a selected number of people to my page in order to set up, for example, a page for your family or for your work group or your team at a sports club. And then those people and only those people who you invite can access that page. So that's like an online collaboration tool for closed environments, which might be very interesting for businesses, which you mentioned. They can very easily and free of any costs set up something like a very easy to use intranet or project management tool. So there are all kinds of very interesting use cases. Now the third privacy option is to make your page public. Then it essentially becomes a multimedia version of a blog. You can publish to the whole world. You get a URL like pageflakes.com/Sanjay, for example, and then you can not only blog using text, you can also add images, videos, and all the other things which PageFlakes offers. You can right next to your own blog flake, this is our term for the little widgets on the page, you can add other blogs which you like or your bookmarks. So everything which you can do on your own page, you can also publish to the world if and only if you choose to do so.
So our social life is going to change quite a lot. And what about friends and all that? I can easily contact them all together.
Yes, you can invite other people to your page and set up a page for your friends. Then PageFlakes also makes it easier to find out who are the friends of your friends in order to connect with them, which of course is a functionality which big social networks like MySpace and Facebook offer. We offer it with a slightly different approach. So PageFlakes is much less about dating, which is probably at the forefront at MySpace. PageFlakes is more about finding people who share your interests. We also appeal to a slightly different demographic, so we're definitely not trying to copy Facebook or MySpace. I think they do pretty good what they do, and we do something slightly different in a very good way.
Could you give an example of the demographic target group?
In principle, it's wide open because everyone can personalize his page as he likes. So if you're 17 and interested in music, then you can create a page which looks completely different to the one created by maybe a senior citizen who is interested in a totally different world. So in principle, it's open to everyone. Right now, I'd say we have a strong share of, firstly, early adopters, because they obviously, those are the first, by definition, who try new technologies. Then we are strongest in the United States. That's because we started there. It's the most important market for us. In terms of the age group, we probably are strongest in the age group somewhere between 25 to 35, but in contrast to like social networks like Bebo or MySpace, who really are very, very strong in the teen and some of them even pre-teen population, it's much more equally distributed in our case.
So we're going to follow everything, what's going to happen on the home pages and how the things is going to develop. Thank you very much, Christoph, for being with us, and we wish you a great success with your portal.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
See you next time.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Bye. Thank you.